Welcome to the show. Now, today we have hot, entertaining gossip for all of you. But most of all, we have a guest later on. That was the reason for the whole intro. It was given fashion. And I won't tell you who it is. You'll just have to wait and see her. But before we get into that conversation, we need to talk about what's going to be happening later on. Because we have Moya David giving us his journey of success on social media. We also have lady TikTokers who are talking about the rampant body shaming on that clock app. And it is a lot because there's the expectation of skinny people dancing as opposed to plus-size babes killing it. I don't know. A lot is happening. And we also have Trio Mio making big news, or rather his brother doing the most on social media. Now, we have all witnessed the rise of Moya David because, let's be honest, he's been very consistent at what he does. From his craft to him expanding to starting new businesses like the spa and everything, he has just been consistently doing it. And without scandal, without kiki. All this man does is just dance for couples and just do the most. And most people will think it was just a lucky break. It's just one of those people who just became viral overnight. But this man has actually put in the work. And at some point, believe it or not, he actually thought of quitting the whole thing because his main channel, or what he used to put out his productions in, was initially YouTube. And he would put out his craft out there, but it was not getting the views that you would expect his content was getting. And I understand, as a fellow content creator, sometimes it is a lot. You have put in the work, you have put in extra cost, you have bought lights, you have stood in very awkward positions to get the angles, and then you get all of 2 views and 1 like, and then comment section, it's your mother saying, you do not look nice in that lipstick, you should try a brighter lipstick. So I do understand the effort and the time that we put into content creation. And sometimes as you're doing all this, you're expecting your audience is going to be receptive, they're going to be a fan of your work, they're going to see the hard work that you're doing, and they're going to respond accordingly. But it doesn't happen all the time. And that's the reason, or rather the importance, of diversifying the platforms you're putting your craft out. Like recently, I just started posting things on YouTube because I was like, you know what? If it's not working on one app, it should work on another app. Repurpose your content. Repurpose everything that you're doing on every app that is available until you hit your big break. That's just my advice to you. And it seems it was the same thing with Moya David because YouTube was not working. He was not getting the views, the likes, the engagement, nothing. And he was like, I'm even paying dancers, but I'm not getting the return out of it. It just wasn't making sense. So he decided, the first time ever, to post on TikTok. And in 3 days, his video had over 10 million views. And he was viral just like that. And that just now became his medium. He just started doing things on TikTok, and now we know him. So the lesson we're learning here, don't give up too quickly. If it doesn't work here, try another platform. If it doesn't work at home, try a different location. Just keep trying until you find where you're supposed to be or what works for you.
Yeah, and I don't like the fact that people name us or give that name influencer to make it look like there's no work behind the person.
True.
Look, it takes money, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes research. There's so much stuff that goes into a production, any production, including the one you've just seen today. Like someone sat down somewhere and they're like, you know what? We can actually do like a model-esque type strut in anticipation of who is coming on the show. You know, that's creativity. No one gets points for creativity. No one gets points for all of these things. It's the end result that then really matters. At the end of the day, those energies that you put into something end up becoming something. It may take a while, but it still is very important for you to remain consistent. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And I love the fact that Moya David, even when he became popular, he didn't try and switch up.
True.
That's another very important thing to notice, that if you trend for one thing, don't start to like switch up and start asking people why they don't follow you. It's because we came to you because of a very specific reason, and now you switched up. So find what is passionate or passion, the passion that you have. Find that passion project and start pushing energy into it. It really, in this Beyonce's internet these days, you don't necessarily have to become the most famous person for you to become trendy. You don't have to become, you don't have to be Jay-Z, that you've been in this game for 1,001 years for you to be trendy. Nowadays, on Beyonce's internet, as long as you do something that's creative and fun, people are definitely going to follow you, and people are definitely going to react and receive your content.
True.
And that is exactly the kind of energy that I'm trying to put forward as we go to the next story.